Okay, today we're going to take a look at the NFC teams that did the best at addressing their roster needs during the free agency period. Now stick around to find out if your team made the top 10. Now I know you might be saying yourself, but Football Guy USA, you're not a talent evaluator. And you'd be right. I'm not here to make judgments as to whether or not the talent they brought in is an upgrade over the talent that they lost. I am here, however, to grade the players brought in and whether or not they are projected to start, back up, or make the roster as a fringe player. I used this method to assign point values to all of the players each team signed or traded for during the free agency period, and then ranked all of the teams from best to worst. Okay, let's break down the top 10 NFC free agent rosters for 2024. At number 10, we've got the Detroit Lions. The Lions signed 11 players in total. 7 players project as starters, 3 players as backups, and 1 player projects as a fringe player. Notable starters signed include cornerbacks Carlton Davis, Amik Robertson, guards Kevin Zeitler and Graham Glasgow, defensive end DJ Reader, and linebacker Marcus Davenport. At number 9, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs signed 12 players in total. 7 players project as starters, 4 project as backups, and 1 is a fringe player. Notable starters signed include quarterback Tavier Thomas, safety Jordan Whitehead, guard Sua Opeta, linebacker Levante David, and quarterback Baker Mayfield. At number 8, the Chicago Bears. The Bears signed 15 players in total, 4 players projecting as starters, 8 players as backups, and 3 as fringe players. Notable starters signed include safety Kevin Byard, offensive tackle Ryan Bates, running back DeAndre Swift, and wide receiver Keenan Allen. At number 7, the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners signed 15 players in total, 4 players as starters, 10 as backups, and 1 as a fringe player. Notable starters include guard Joe Feliciano, defensive tackle Malik Collins, linebackers Devondre Campbell, and Leonard Floyd. Coming in at number 6 is Big Blue, the New York Giants. The Giants signed 16 players in total, 6 of those project as starters, 6 more as backups, and 4 as fringe players. The notable starters include guards Aaron Stinney and John Runyon, offensive tackle Jermaine Illuminor, cornerback Jalen Mills, defensive end Brian Burns, and running back Devin Singletary. And at number 5, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles signed 15 players in total, 7 projecting as starters, 7 more as backups, and 1 player as a fringe player. The notable starters include defensive end Bryce Huff, linebacker Devin White, running back Saquon Barkley, safety CJ Gardner-Johnson, and wide receiver Devontae Parker. At number 4, the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers signed 17 players in total. 9 players project as starters, 5 more as backups, and 3 as fringe players. The notable starters here are cornerback Dane Jackson, safety Jordan Fuller, defensive tackle Ashawn Robinson, linebackers Josie Sewell, DJ Wanham, and Jadeveon Clowney, guard Damian Lewis, offensive tackle Robert Hunt, and wide receiver Deontay Johnson. At number 3, the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals signed 16 players in total. 10 players project as starters, 4 more as backups, and 2 as fringe players. The notable starters here include cornerback Sean Murphy-Bunting, defensive tackle Kiris Tonga, defensive ends Justin Jones and Bilal Nichols, linebacker Chris Barnes, offensive tackles Elijah Wilkinson and Jonah Williams, and wide receiver Chris Moore. Now at number 2, the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings signed 17 players, 10 of which are going to be starters, 5 as backups, and 2 as fringe players. The notable starters here are defensive ends Jonathan Bullard and Jonathan Grenard, defensive tackle Jerry Tillery, linebackers Blake Cashman and Andrew Van Ginkel, offensive tackle Blake Brandel, quarterback Sam Darnold, running back Aaron Jones, and wide receiver Trent Sherfield. And the number 1 free agent roster of 2024 belongs to the Washington Commanders. The Commanders signed a whopping and league-leading 25 players in total. 13 players project as starters, 9 more as backups, and 3 as fringe players. The notable starters here are cornerback Michael Davis, defensive ends Clellan Ferrell and Dorrance Armstrong, linebackers Frankie Louvu and Bobby Wagner, center Tyler Biadasz, guard Nick Allegretti, quarterback Marcus Mariota, running back Austin Eckler, tight end Zach Ertz, and wide receiver Olamide Zacchaeus. Thanks for joining me on our trip through the NFC, and tune in next week to take a look at the AFC rosters. Now stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.